Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay, we are just waiting for folks to come in, but welcome. You are at the PassionWorks Possibility Talk. So I just want to make sure you're in the right place. I'm just going to wait about 30 more seconds. It takes a while to get folks into the room sometimes. But welcome all who are here today. And then that being said, we'll get started. My coworker Simone, I'm going to ask you to let folks in. If you see anybody else coming in from the waiting room, I have made you a co-host to do so. So welcome everybody. My name is Megan Feitz, and I am the Executive Director of Art Possible Ohio, the statewide service organization for arts and disability. We are here today to gather with a wonderful organization in Athens, Ohio called PassionWorks, and the artists who work there. We're going to let them introduce themselves a little bit later. For those of you who are coming in, if you could just mute yourselves, I should have said that already. We're going to let them tell us a little bit more about their organization in a little bit, but just a few housekeeping things to get us started. So we are on a Zoom call today, as you all know. Thank you for being here. Being on Zoom lets us broadcast this across the state and beyond, and we're so excited about that opportunity. We do have captions enabled today, so if you don't have your captions on and you would like them, you simply go to that black bar at the bottom of your screen, and there should be a button that says captions. You simply click on that. If you can't see it, there would be a little ellipses, 3 dots that you can click on, and a bar will pop up, and you just click on the word captions, and then you can move the captions wherever you want to on the screen. The way that we are offering this webinar or this workshop today is interview style. So my director of programs and I are going to be asking questions to the artists who are here. If you have any questions or comments, we would love you to drop them in the chat for now. And if we have time at the end of the possibility talk today, we will certainly read them out and get them. We can also maybe have folks read out their questions at that time or raise their hands. I want to thank our grantor today, the Ohio Arts Council, for providing funds for this great series that we provide, Art Possible Ohio. Possibility Talks is based on our belief that accessibility and inclusivity go beyond making accommodations for people in an ableist world. Rather, it is a shift in the way we all think and operate in the world so that the voices, perspectives, and lived experience of people with disabilities carry equal value, drive decision-making, and benefit everyone by creating a world that is flexible, accepting, and focused on creative solutions. Possibility Talks champions these voices. And we have 3 wonderful voices here today with us from PassionWorks Studio in Athens, Ohio. If we can have the artists raise their hands when I introduce them so everybody knows who they are. I'm going to go ahead and read out our bios. First, we have Michelle Conroy. Michelle grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and is a current worker at PassionWorks Studio. She's dabbled in art here and there in her early years, but became serious in her practice when she started as a core artist with PassionWorks. Michelle is a diligent worker and all-around lovely friend to her peers. When she comes to the studio, we get a +1, her therapy pup, Lily. Michelle has a sweet personality, and we love her dry sense of humor, as well as the bit of attitude she brings with it. She likes to spend her time working on passion flower metal and small repetitive projects. She has a keen eye for design and funky patterns. Her style is reminiscent of 80s and 90s abstract retro reprint prints, and she has dabbled in painting canvases, murals, birdhouses, and production during her time at the studio. Highlights for her are working with her peers and collaboration with community members. Next artist we'll be talking to today is Noah Hogan. Noah, if you could, there you go, got a head nod there. Noah is a vibrant, curious, and loving human. He enjoys creating detailed drawings of animals, symbols, landscapes, and many of his intersecting interests. He has expansive knowledge of nature, animals, myths, and science. He loves biology, geography, and other languages. He is conversationally proficient in other language and loves to explore other cultures. He is the author and illustrator of the Crappy Book series, and he is extremely personable, and his loving heart shows through all of his artwork. And then finally, we have Tina McKee. Tina, hello. Thank you for being here. Tina has been an artist since she was a little girl. She has had many creative goals in her career and has been accomplishing them since she started as a core artist at Passionworks Studio. Tina is the author of a book series, The Adventures of Loxy Foxy and Friends. She is a talented artist with a whimsical, enchanting style of drawing. Tina is an advocate and activist for the developmental difference community and her peers, and she is passionate about helping people understand differences. She is a designer, dancer, visual artist, and has goals of learning a musical instrument. So clearly a very talented roster of artists here today, and I'm super excited to dig into the interview with them. I am going to introduce you all to our co-host, Simone Robinson, our director of programs, who will be following questions today to the artist. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I think Nancy, who is one of the managers at the studio, is going to answer this first question for us. Hello, Nancy.
Hi, everybody.
Yay. Tell us a little bit about Passionworks and about its mission, please.
Well, I thought I'd start outside of Passionworks and just give you a little talk while I give you a little tour through our space. So I'm outside right now, and I am the studio manager of Passionworks Studio. I've been with the studio for about 10 years, and I like to describe our space as a collaborative community art studio and space that gives artists with developmental differences a space to create their art and also market their art. We provide employment for artists with and without developmental differences. And we create a space where our community can connect on connection, purpose, belonging. There's going to be a little bit of an echo, so I'm going to turn this down. But yeah, here's our gallery space. That's a little quick thing about our studio. We are about to celebrate our 25th anniversary in September.
Oh, wow.
So,
congrats. That's an exciting milestone.
All right, I'm going to jump off here. Feel free to ask more questions at the end, but thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Nancy. So we're going to kick it off with a question for each of our artists. If you could each take in turn an answer to the following questions. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know I read some wonderful bios about you, but what is it specifically you want to share about yourself with us today? And please tell us, if you can, how you came to work at Passionworks Studio. Who would like to go? And Noah, you feel comfortable starting?
Yes. Hello, I'm Noah Hogan. I'm 35 years old, and I've been going to Passionworks for about 10 years, and I love animals, plants, and being a fun guy.
Awesome. So you've been there for almost a decade now. You're deeply ingrained in the institution of Passionworks, clearly. That's amazing. Who else would like to speak?
My name is Tina McKee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an author, an illustrator, a poet, and I'm here also an artist here at Passionworks Studio. And I heard about Passionworks through Noah.
Through Noah, nice. So referrals abound. And then Michelle, can you tell us a little bit?
So my name is Michelle. I've worked at the studio for 4 years. I am currently a core artist. I have my own style in what I do in my artwork. And one of my favorite things about being an artist is seeing my style as an artist change over time and seeing different features of myself change over time. I would like people to understand how they can. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry for anything. Thank you. That was great. All right. Simone, do you want to toss out the next question for us?
Next question is, what are some hard things you've experienced with artists with this disability?
Did you catch that? It might have cut out a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of cut out a little bit.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, I can say it again. What are some hard things you experience as an artist with a disability?
Can I start on this one?
Please.
The hardest part with having a disability is when people make fun of you and they don't know what it's like to have a disability.
Yeah.
I find it sometimes hard with the disability when people talk to you in a higher voice and don't really fully understand the artist or whatever the person is, just a person be out in the world with a disability and not really understanding what they're going through. It's just different to them and not really knowing how to relate to that. And how to learn about that over time.
Mhm.
Even though it could be something so simple, like just sitting there and talking to the person with that disability, and or seeing how they like to do their own personal artwork, and then kind of studying that person and figuring out what they like over time.
Mhm.
That's good.
What about you, Noah?
I find it challenging when people don't understand what I'm talking about. It's not that they don't understand my physical work, but they don't understand the complexity of my subjects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Simone, do you want to ask the next
Yeah.
question?
Okay, good. What are your goals as an artist? What steps have you taken to further your artistry?
I would like people to see my work when they come in as an see my work as an artist when they come in the studio. See the different styles that I have over time, or even if it's not just a different style and something totally new and different from what I've created before, just knowing that I like to draw different things, and maybe it's how I like to draw my lines or whatever, and then just seeing how it's different from somebody else's,
Mm-hmm.
and how it makes my work unique from somebody else's.
Anyone else? Tina or Noah?
My goal is to start on working on another book and like a coloring book and stuff for people.
And
That's cool.
and my successes and my successes I love to. Sorry, what question are we on again?
Oh yeah.
What question are we on?
What are your goals as an artist, and what steps have you taken to further your artistry? Or
Yeah, my goals are just to make as much art as possible.
I think that's a great goal. I think everybody should have that goal. For my own personal interests anyway, and seeing everyone's artwork. That's lovely. How has PassionWorks, I know PassionWorks has some of the products that you all work together collectively to produce. There's a distinct style with bright colors and circles, and you create these beautiful PassionWorks flowers. Even within that, how has PassionWorks shaped your artistry? What kind of skills have they given you, or how have they inspired the work that you're creating? Things like that.
When I first started here at Passion Studio, I was a person. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I would have my head hanging down. And ever since then, I've come a long way. I talk to people now. I have my head hanging down.
That's awesome. So you found kind of like a community with the other artists at the studio.
Yeah, and I also love them like another family.
Yeah, that's a gift to find that out in the world. I think finding a place or a space where that feels like a family that you can support and can support you. Michelle or Noah? Oh, go ahead.
I also enjoy it because they treat you like you should be treated. They don't put you down because of your disability or your handicap. They love for you.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Tina or Noah, do you want to respond to the question? And no pressure. I mean, sorry.
PassionWorks has shaped my artistry by just letting me draw what I want on do. I think I meant the question, but PassionWorks has shaped my artistry by just a second.
Take your time.
Focusing on the wrong answer. I think I meant the question. PassionWorks has shaped my artistry by letting me just be free to express my own opinion.
Mm-hmm. So you find like a freedom there in the artwork you create. You have a license to do whatever you want, and you feel supported in that.
On whatever medium I want to.
In whatever medium too.
Yeah.
I think that's a rare thing to find. I think to find that you're also kind of speaking to like a sense of community that you find there, and a sense of support for the work that you're creating. And I think that's incredible. What a credible output. And I think that must contribute a lot to your growth as human beings and as artists. So I find that to be lovely and very cool. Michelle, did you have anything you wanted to add?
What was the question again?
That's fine. I can read it again. How has PassionWorks shaped your artistry? And we can certainly go on to the next question if that's not one you want to answer today.
Sure.
Okay, we can move on to the next question. Simone, do you want to go ahead?
I think I might have skipped question 3, so I apologize. I just noticed that. But I'm an artist as well. I do a lot of painting and drawing on my own, my free time. And I'm always learning how I've grown as an artist over time. So my question for you guys today is what growth have you seen, starting at PassionWorks and then till now over the past, I guess, years that you've been there? I know you've been there for like a long time, Noah, but how have you grown over these past few years while PassionWorks and as an artist?
Yeah, I've grown in that. I've met way more people I met way more people than I would have at home, and
Finding
Yeah.
that community.
finding that community
Mhm.
spirit.
Very cool. Michelle or Tina?
I've built a lot of relationships here, and I've learned about what I might like to draw, and like just seeing my paintings and drawings and communications with other people
Mm-hmm.
over time.
Lovely. Tina, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, ever since starting here, I'm now a butterfly that was lost in a cocoon. And I can spread my wings and fly.
Mm-hmm.
I've got lots of friends.
Mm-hmm.
I met one of them on Zoom.
Wow.
Now she's my best friend.
Wow. That's very cool. Very cool. So again, you kind of like speaking that sense of community that you have found that has supported your growth as artists, and people finding that second family, finding best friends. I know, especially the past few years as artists, a lot of the artists we work with have felt very isolated with the pandemic and being forced to be at home. So the fact that you have still managed to maintain that community within PassionWorks speaks to the work that is being, the work that you do there and the community that has been created. So that's just great. That's awesome. Simone, do you want to ask question 7?
Yeah, of course. So also me being an artist, I do love the arts, but I do not like sculpting. But I know that I do love pastel and I love painting. So I want to ask you guys, what do you love the most about being an artist?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
What I love about being an artist is it makes me happy that people love my art, wanting it in their homes and cherishing it forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about being an artist. It makes me very happy that people love my artwork.
Mm-hmm. That's a very cool thing. Yeah. Michelle, Noah?
Just overall freedom, coming here and working, and being able to draw whatever I want,
Mm-hmm.
how I want,
Mm-hmm.
being able to bring my dog here every day.
Yeah.
Showing my different styles every single time I draw.
Mm-hmm.
And I, besides meeting people, I like to try my hand at again all kinds of mediums,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of media.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I wouldn't have any other way if I just stay at home.
Right. And probably having the tools and resources within the studio is helpful for that.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are all answers. So also, I know you guys talked a lot about, being misunderstood, and also about what it feels like to not people really like, comprehend you sometimes, especially your art, like you were saying earlier, Noah. So my next question is, what's something you wish other people understood about you as a person and or as an artist?
How sometimes we might need better transportation, or we might need different dietary needs. We might need different ways to communicate with other people who might just come into the studio to work with us. And not just coming into the studio and just saying like, hey, let's work together, and then get kind of quiet around us. Because it kind of makes me feel, when that happens, there's kind of a box in how they might see us, and they're still seeing us as different people. We're all different people.
Yeah.
And we just have something that's different about us. And that's not something that they are used to. But until they, like, when they start working with us and communicating with us after they've learned how to communicate with us, then we kind of get to share with them, like, and talk with them, and be friends with them more. And because it's kind of hard sometimes to even just like see, oh, I work at Passion Works, that's great, but it's Passion Works home, and Passion Works home, Passion Works in the home, and then throughout the week when we want to hang out with people or whatever, we might not get to do that as often as they do. Hard. It's lonely.
Thank you. And something I wish people understood about me is that it goes back to what I said before about being understood, not just that I say something, but the complexity of the subject. Always being understood is kind of difficult for me. You know, bottom line, I just wish people could be, I just wish more people could understand that this is kind of hard, but I think you know what I mean.
Yeah. Tina, do you want to say anything? No pressure.
What's the question again?
Oh yeah, I got you. So the question was question 8. What is something that you wish other people understood about you as a person and or as an artist?
See, when I was a kid, I was made fun of because of my disability. And I think it isn't right to make fun of other people that has a disability.
Mhm.
And that's why I did my book to reach out for people, to treat people with respect,
Mhm.
because we all have feelings too, like Michelle said.
Mhm. Yeah. Are all of the do all of your artwork, is it on view at Passionworks? I'm going off our questions here. I'm just curious. You're talking about things you've made, and is it something that people can come to the studio and buy or find somewhere?
Yeah,
Okay. That's just good to know for anybody interested. Okay, so it's on to me now. Question number 9. What kinds of resources do you think artists with disabilities need to be successful?
Okay, I think people need to have the right things at the right time in the right place.
Hmm. A lot of kind of things all need to come together at the right time and in the right way.
I think like rides, resource, like
Transportation. Mhm.
transportation, and making it more like easy to get around if you have like a walker or something, different materials.
Mhm.
And so far that's really all I can think of.
I think transportation is a very good answer. I think that's a challenge for a lot of people who, for lots of reasons, getting to a space where you can have the space and the tools to create something. It's a great answer. Tina, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I think it's a challenge for people, like if they want to go to the movies or something that doesn't have ramps,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that, that people's in wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's hard for them
Mm-hmm.
because there's no ramps or no place for them to sit.
Yeah. So needing spaces that are accessible, for, right? People who have different kinds of mobilities or move their bodies and work differently, right? Creating those kinds of spaces and having the tools too that people need. You know what I mean? Adaptable tools, paintbrushes, scissors, music instruments, even in some cases, things like that as well. Awesome. And then we are at question number 10. We do have a few questions in the chat, but our final question to you today, is there anything else you would like us to know about you or about the work that you do at Passionworks Studio?
Yes, I would like to chime in by saying I would like people to know that I'm a guy who loves animals, plants, and being a fun guy.
Yeah, great.
I love artwork and I love coming here and I love seeing my friends every single time I come in here and working on certain things and then putting my own style, adding my own style to it.
Your own unique twist. Love it. What about you, Tina?
I love it here. I love it here more than I do at home. I'd rather be here than at home.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad you have the space to go to then, and that you get to be part of it. That's the best.
I don't even call it a job.
Yeah. Isn't it great when you can find work that doesn't feel like a job because it's just what you love to do?
No, not really.
No.
Most jobs is love, but I love this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. So if you are open to it, we do have a question. Let me find it from Dina. She asked, did you all have experience making art before starting with PassionWorks? And when you started with PassionWorks, did they provide classes for you, or how did that work?
No, they didn't do classes for us.
No.
Well, not me. We don't know about the other two.
No, I had some art class. I took them art classes in school.
Okay.
That was as far as it got for me.
Yeah.
Well,
What did
it's in my blood.
It's in your blood. So you've been creating your whole life, Tina? You feel like it's just part of who you are. And then Michelle, I didn't quite hear your answer. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it.
No, there were no art classes. It was what I've learned at when I was in high school and all that.
Yeah.
That was really about it.
So a lot of the work you did was when you came to PassionWorks and really dug your heels in there. Awesome. There's a woman named Brooke who says, I am so grateful to have this opportunity to learn from the artists. Thank you all so much. So she's just sending love out into the to you all. And then Suzanne Gluli, I'm not quite sure how to say her name. She might know you. Says 3 amazing artists. I loved hearing from Tina, Noah, and Michelle about their love for the studio.
Chloe, Susan, Chloe.
Oh, Chloe, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, DLOU.
Okay. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to raise your hand or drop them in the chat. Or Simone, did you have anything else you wanted to ask today?
I'm thinking it in my head, so give me like about 2 minutes and I'll try to think of something to ask.
Give people a few seconds here. Think about it.
I have a question.
Okay.
What has been y'all's favorite projects you've worked on at PassionWorks?
Yeah.
The sloth, making the sloth.
A sloth?
I love sloth.
Nice. What was the sloth for? Is it a sculpture or is it a painting?
In the painting.
Nice.
Just
Yeah. So
my current fish painting, I guess, that I'm working on.
Very cool.
Mine would have to be my book, of course.
I wondered if you would say that. I'm going to have to get this book in my hands and check it out. Well, a few of you have books.
www.passionworks.org or come into the store and have it autographed.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Anything else that artists you want to share with us or have audience take away before we log off today?
Oh yeah, I do. Please come in. The more artists, the better.
I love it. Nancy I see it. Brooke, did you have something you want to ask or say?
No, I'm just so enthused to say, I just wanted to show myself and
Oh.
say how grateful I am, and PassionWorks has changed my life. I just appreciate so much how empowering of all people the artists are, no matter what abilities, no matter what age.
Thanks, Brooke Hallowell.
Love you, Noah.
That's awesome. And if one of you artists or Nancy or anyone else could tell everyone perhaps where you're located in Athens. I saw your website and I will make sure that we send that out to all who attend. And then maybe your general hours so people can come and visit. That would be great.
The hours are from 10 until 6.
Monday through Saturday. And the artists, if you want to see the core artists,
Oh yeah.
they're working 10 to 3 Monday through Fridays.
Except
And-
for except for me, with
Well-
two exceptions, I don't.
Everybody has different schedules.
Sorry.
Okay,
So Noah was gonna say
Yeah.
his schedule is
My my schedule is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
and Michelle's here every day, all day.
awesome. That's
And I'm only here on Monday and Wednesday for right now until I move.
okay.
And
you
you can
Go
you can
ahead.
find us- You can find us at 20 East State Street, Athens, Ohio, 45701. We have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think we even have a Pinterest at this point. We have TikTok. So follow us on all the things.
And YouTube.
And we have a YouTube, yeah. And please, yeah, follow us, keep up with what we're doing. We always have fun projects. And we also have a volunteer tab on our website. If you want to come in and hang out with us, you can sign up on there. So
That's fabulous. And you're in Uptown Athens, right? So lots of little nice coffee shops around there. You can go make a day trip of the whole experience as well. Well, I want to thank you all for your incredible interviews today, the time that you put into preparing for the day, the hard work that you do and your artistry, and presenting with us today. PassionWorks, thanks for being part of our series. I'm sure you will be part of other programs that we offer in the future. We love working with you, highlighting the work that you do, elevating the great artists that work at your studios. So I hope that everyone who watches this can go check out and meet the artists at PassionWorks. And I want to thank everyone for attending today, and I wish you all a lovely day. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chanel.
Thank you.
You guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.